Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel called True Sovereignty. My name is Emily True, and this is where we master our minds so we can reclaim our peace. And today I'm talking about how to stop searching and to start becoming. In other words, you can say it a million different ways, but in other words, get out of your mind and start doing stuff. That's pretty much what that means. It could also mean, start living. Live your life now. That every destination that you desire to be inside of, sounds dirty. Don't go there. Every destination that you desire, everything that you want, is a literal fraction of life. The majority of our life is the journey, is the way that we get there. People will finally have that big house or that marriage that they've always wanted, and a lot of people get stuck in their heads as opposed to just going out there and doing it. And I think a lot of that is due to fear of failure, perfectionism, feeling like you're not ready yet. And today I want to encourage you guys to not think so much and to just do it. I think most of us forget, and maybe most of us don't even realize, that everything we want, we already have it inside of us. The love that we want, the value that we provide, so therefore the money that we want, the purpose that we want to fulfill, it's already inside of us. It's already happening. And this is not, I am spiritual, but this is not spiritual mumbo jumbo. It's real. Everything you want is inside of you. You just have to allow yourself to believe it. If you believe you have high value, you're going to believe that the things that you want materialistically are possible for you. So becoming is first realizing that you deserve everything that you desire. Now, when I say searching as opposed to becoming, that's kind of like an opposite. The searching aspect can be many different things. It's like you've gone on 50 first dates in the past year, or you've tried and failed 100 different business ideas in the past 3 years or something. I mean, that's a little bit ridiculous. I don't know, it could be 3 big business ideas that you tried in the past 3 years. You tried one a year, and they all maybe failed. Or you're constantly searching for a purpose. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And the answer never seems to come. The answer always seems to be far away. You always feel like there's something missing. Like you could be doing something more. And you just don't know what it is. And my message is to say, get out from that. Because the more you search, the more you look, the more you question, the less that what you want is going to come to you. Because you're resisting the reality that you're in right now. The more you resist, the less likely you will find what you're searching for. The more you're searching, the more of what you want is going to be repulsed by you. And it's not going to find you. Because you're invisible, because you're on this vibrational level of, I don't have it, I want it, so therefore I don't have it. And so you're going to be perpetually searching, and the cycle is really never going to end, so how can you escape from that? Well, firstly, you kind of want to go in an order of what to do. And, you know, life isn't perfect. Life doesn't have a manual. But let's just say, for the sake of the video, you're completely single. Maybe you just have a regular job. And you're really not sure what you want to do with life. You're at the point where you're like, is this really it? Is this all life is? I wake up, I go to work, and I do the same thing every day after work, and then that's it? Well, if you are interested in finding a partner who's on the same level as you, and you're interested in finding your purpose, you kind of have to go in an order of building yourself first. So it's like building a house. If you don't put up the skeleton first, the skeleton of 2x4s, support beams, the cement basement, you know, you're not going to have a very stable house. So you need to build your house first, and your house is you. And how do you build you? You build you through mental and emotional care. So that would be things like healing from past trauma or recent traumas, heartbreaks, anything like that. Doing your shadow work, which is essentially, to put it simply, becoming best friends with the parts of you that you do not like, the parts of you that you find to be shameful. So becoming best friends with your flaws and your downfalls. And then, you know, almost becoming, I don't want to say obsessed, but maybe like passionate, really passionate about becoming the best version of you. A lot of people online today are calling it like you 2.0. And that is you, but a way better version of you. One that can attract everything that you want. So instead of scrolling online, comparing yourself to other people, comparing your life to other people's lives, scrolling on dating apps, swiping left or swiping right, you need to be spending the majority of your time, I'm not saying you can't do that stuff, but you need to be spending the majority of the time making yourself a better person. So other than mental health, emotional health, you need to work on your physical health, which is eating healthy, going to the gym, moving your body, whatever type of exercise. And you just need to start doing. A lot of people get stuck in the self-help book type of thing. A lot of spiritual people, a lot of people who are passionate about leveling up, they get stuck in what I'm going to call the self-help phase, which is you get really obsessed with purchasing a bunch of, you know, reading material that has to do with how to make yourself a better person. And you also get stuck maybe watching videos of how to be a better person. You just get stuck. And it's like you have all this knowledge in your brain about what to do, but you've never actually put it into practice. So the next step is putting it into practice. And the only way you're gonna do that is being with friends, being with family, being around people that trigger you, allowing yourself to be triggered, and then seeing how you handle your triggers. So it's putting it into practice. A lot of people don't know how to do it, and it's understandable, it's difficult, but it does take practice. You're working your brain, which is a muscle just like any other muscle. So instead of continuing to just read and listen and learn, go put it into practice. You know, are you still getting jealous? Are you still feeling those wounds? Or are you self-aware enough to stop and think and pause and respond to things that upset you or trigger you, as opposed to just letting yourself go wacky all over the place? So the first thing is taking care of you. Take care of you. That's kind of like the first step. The next step is figure out what you want. Figure out what you want and what you like. And if you already know, go ahead and write that stuff down. A lot of us, we do have an idea of what we want to do or what we would do in life if we could, if we had all the time in the world. And to that I say, even if you don't have time, even if you don't have the motivation or the discipline yet, which comes with improving yourself, motivation and discipline will come naturally. But while you're working on yourself, you can figure out what you like, what you truly like, what you truly like to do. For me, I've had this idea for a year to create a YouTube channel to help people get to where I am today. And a year ago, I was not here. A year ago, I was in a totally different space in my head, in my relationship status, in my location, a totally different place. And I still had this idea that I wanted to help people through my words. And it's kind of something that's been light in my head for a long time, actually all throughout my life. But it really became a solid idea a year ago. And then it took me a year to become the person to actually create the YouTube channel and to talk to you guys. So I think a lot of us have an idea of what we want to do, of the things that we like to do. And then you need to figure out a way to do it, and then hopefully make money by doing it. But it should be something that you just want to do for free. It should be something that you would do even if you never got paid for it. It should be something that you want to do even if you never got recognized for. Like this YouTube channel, for instance. It is therapeutic for hopefully not just somebody else out there, a viewer, but it's also therapeutic for me, just talking about and reminding myself of healthy coping mechanisms, healthy ways of living, or maybe venting or giving others advice and helping people. It's therapeutic to me too, so it's something that I'm going to continue to do whether or not people are watching, whether or not I'm getting viewers and clicks and likes, whether or not I get monetized. It's something I'm going to continue to do. Because why not? Because I just want to help people. And it's just been an idea that I've had all my life. So I figure that my life has kind of been pushing me or nudging me towards doing this for a long time now. And I'm only just now answering the call. While speaking, I have only 3 videos posted and about 6 videos in the queue to be edited and posted. I post once a week right now. And it's a slow process. It's slow. I mean, by the time this video is up, I'll probably have at least 6 videos up. But it's slow. It's a slow process. You know, I have a full-time job. I have friends. I have hobbies. But I make time for this because it's something I want to do. And I already had the camera equipment and the audio equipment, so, I mean, that was kind of easy. But I can almost guarantee you that you guys know something that you would love to do, even for free, you just haven't done it yet. But let's just say you're totally lost in life. Maybe you spend most of your time playing video games. Maybe spend some time away from the video games, journal, meditate, and you will find the answer. I mean, I even suggest people talk to ChatGPT sometimes. Say, hey, can we just brainstorm really quick? You know, you tell ChatGPT, I want to do a quick brainstorm. Okay, cool, what's up? You say, I want to figure out what my calling is. Can you help me with that? Yes. Maybe send ChatGPT a list of hobbies or things that you like or you're interested in or that you want to do. I like helping people. I'm very interested in this topic. And I'm also very interested in this hobby. But I wouldn't do that for free, but maybe, I don't know. Just send it a bunch of shit about you, and it'll send you ideas. Like, it's crazy how AI just riffs with you. And who knows, like, something that ChatGPT sends to you might spark inspiration. You just never know. The thing is, we have technology now, AI, that can help us do so many things. So if you can incorporate AI to make whatever you're doing, the process a little bit faster, that's also great. You know, anything like, oh, I've always wanted to make graphic t-shirts from my art. You know, that's something that I've heard a lot of people say. And then if you go forward with it, typically a calling is something that you do in an unconditional manner, meaning it's something that you do for free. It's something that you would want to do to typically help people. It's something that you do with integrity, and it follows good values and morals. And as long as you're moving and creating and being consistent and showing up and being disciplined, typically the universe will support you in that, and it will give back. You get what you give in this life. It's a very karmic type of a life, you know. If you go out there and you just do things with the best of intention and you work at them, there's a good chance that it'll work out. I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to work out for you. I don't know if this channel's going to work out for me. But you only fail when you give up. That's the only form of failure, is giving up. And we shouldn't be afraid of failure, because failure is a part of life, and failure teaches you lessons that you might need to learn to eventually find your calling. So I'm not saying your first calling is going to be the right way to go, but maybe your second or your third, but you have to jump into the process. This is what I mean by stop searching, stop thinking, get out of your head, and start doing. Like, just make a video. Like, this video is very rambly, I know that, but I'm doing it. I'm making the video. I'm gonna post this video because fuck it. Someone might really benefit from it. And that's why I'm doing it. So the last step, I guess there's 3 steps. Again, I'm just kind of riffing. The last step is to live like you have it. Live like you have it. What do you want next? Because the last thing that you're going to, I guess, kind of focus on, not really, but yes, is the things that you want that are not in your control. Whether that is finding love, finding friends, finding networking connections. The next thing or the next step that you will discover is things will come to you naturally. Because if you're working on yourself, step number 1, working on yourself. Step number 2, working on your purpose or your calling or your goals or whatever you want to call it. You know, what do they say? When the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. So when you're working on yourself and you're working on your purpose, the things that are meant for you next will arrive. So the friendships, the networking connections that might kick off your business if it's a business that you want to start, the mentor, the love that you've been searching for. A lot of those are people-oriented, but you could also say, the opportunities, the doors that open. But you have to keep in that mindset of it's already mine. Now, you don't need to be positive and happy and like high all the time, but you do need to make sure that you stay in that vibration of it is mine, no matter what. If I'm feeling shitty one day, it doesn't mean that I'm any less deserving of the love that I want. It doesn't mean I'm any less deserving of the opportunities that I need to get this off the ground. It doesn't mean I'm a failure. It doesn't mean I failed. You know, there's days where I plan to make a video and I should make a video, but I'm not in a good mood. And I realize that I'm not going to come off very well or articulate in a video if I'm not feeling good. So I just don't make the video. And I move it to make a video another day, or I make 2 videos in one day instead. And you adjust, but you're constantly staying in that frequency and that level and that vibration of it's mine. I already know it's mine. So stop saying, when will I have it? And start becoming the person who can receive it. There is no timeline. Time doesn't really exist at all. Not in the way that we perceive it, at least. So there's no timeline for any of this. You have to become the person that can receive what you desire and what you want. You never fucking know. Just do it. Just live your life. Stop waiting.